Meghan Markle's tactical rethink for new podcast after embarrassing Spotify era. Meghan Markle has her hands filled with a lot of new brand launches, one of which is a new podcast show. Her podcast show in association with the Lemonada Media is currently delayed and will not release until 2025. The Duchess of Sussex wants to utilize this time to rectify old Spotify mistakes. Markle and Prince Harry signed a $20 million contract with the music streaming platform, Spotify, in late 2020. The duo began the production of their podcast, Archetypes, in August 2022, which started out great but eventually faded away. The podcast delivered a season of 13 episodes, after which the company dumped the Duke and Duchess of Sussex in June 2023. Welcome to Royal Pancakes. If you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe and click the notifications bell, so you don't miss any news about the British monarchy. Spotify executive Bill Simmons nicknamed the pair ficking grifters after he did not receive a complete full contract when the two parted. Markle was also accused of faking certain parts of the podcast interview and driving attention from the guests to herself by talking about herself. Royal commentator Gareth Russell analysed that it would be obvious if the Duchess and her team felt embarrassment about the high-profile and public criticism they faced regarding their work ethic during their Spotify era. He said, "It would be perfectly understandable if they were embarrassed by that or if they were delaying things. However, it could also be that they are having a tactical rethink about what messages and what content they put out into the world. We do know that they've recruited a new team of public relations and publicity experts, as reported by OK Magazine." The Suits actor's return was not expected by many after her previous attempt with Spotify. However, Markle's return with a podcast show surprised many, including royal commenters. In a statement released, she said, "Being able to support a female-founded company with a roster of thought-provoking and highly entertaining podcasts is a fantastic way to kick off 2024. She introduced her partnership with the new media company as she announced, "Our plan to re-release Archetypes, so that more people can now have access to it, as well as launching a dynamic new podcast, is well in the works. I'm so eager to be able to share it soon, and am overjoyed to be joining the Lemonada family." Russell analysed the reason behind this decision could be the couple's new slate of advisors they appointed early this year. It was also reported that the Duke and Duchess are at the end of their rope to make sure they have enough content for the $100 million contract they signed with Netflix in 2020. The contract will be closed in almost a year from now, where the pair has delivered one hit documentary and two flops to the Netflix execs. Meghan Markle's excitement about her planned rosé wine line is causing concern among her friends, who fear the determined Duchess may be taking on more than she can handle. According to a source, many in Meghan's inner circle worry she is setting herself up for another embarrassing failure, following the criticism of her American Riviera orchard jam, the first product for her new lifestyle brand. The jam jars were even criticized by a customer for having cheap, peeling labels. She really needs to hit the ground running with whatever she launches next. Right now, the word is it'll be a signature rosé wine, which has a lot of people shaking their heads and warning her against it, an insider close to Meghan told In Touch. The level of competition and pressure in the wine game is ferocious. She's going to be stepping on quite a lot of toes. It also takes huge dedication and capital to make a successful go in the wine business, as well as a lot of time and patience, which is not really something she has the luxury of right now. 3 years after marriage, the Suits star and Prince Harry left their royal duties and moved to the US, and since then, they have been dropping bombshells and spilling royal secrets through their several TV interviews, tell-all Netflix docuseries, Harry and Meghan and the Duke's memoir, Spare. The royal couple venturing into Hollywood now. However, the Duchess of Sussex's estimated $20 million Spotify deal, Archetypes, fell through. Since then, sources say, the California-based couple has been trying to bolster their fortune. Meghan felt embarrassed about their Spotify era, as she looking for a huge rethink of her brand. The insider reveals, successful vintners spend years to build up a reputable brand. Even Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie had to take their time, and they bought a working winery.